So every democracy has its own way of putting pressure on the government, right? When France is angry, there is nationwide strikes, shutdowns, burning of cars, tear gas, and then Paris stops. When America is angry, people march. They occupy campuses, boycotts, mass rallies. When Britain is angry, they hold placards. When Hong Kong is angry, they take out the yellow umbrella. But when India is angry, a skinny middle aged man simply stops eating. And strangely enough, after 75 years of upgrading our technology and education system, our most effective method of protest is I'm not going to eat until you listen to me. So today's topic is the protest that has been happening in Jantar Mantar by Sonam Wangchuk, a very popular figure who also came into limelight when they were constitutional protest in Ladakh last year. He has been fasting for straight 19 days now, and his health has been deteriorating. Right, so there is a lot of buzz on social media about this. So let's just discuss this.
You have
What's your
given a
first impression
very
of this
you have
issue?
given a very good introduction to the topic. We understand that protest against government is a great deal in each corner of our world. India is no different. It takes different forms in different parts of the world. You said ours is one where a middle-aged guy just takes a long break from life and continues on to fasting. Now, we have a special case where a person for 16 years fasted. The woman from Manipur, Irom, she was for 16 years. She was against the APSPA, Armed Forces Special Powers Act, that is generally applied in northeastern states and Jammu and Kashmir. There isn't a law where a person protesting, and especially if he or she is fasting, that a government can force feed her or not force feed her. There isn't a law. So if now, given the past example we have of uh, Miss Sharmila, if I'm saying her name correctly, she was force fed for 16 years, it seems, through a nasal drop, and government participated in that. Supreme Court has directed the center to act on resolving the issue. Whatever direction center will take, we have to watch.
Hmm.
That's the crux of the matter. Now, many political parties, after maybe let's say 2 weeks to 3 weeks, they have come forward in support of Sonam. Some celebrities as well. But the thing is, the reason for which he fasted, I'm not questioning about his morality or his political background. Everybody has one. You have come to this earth. You might know some MLA, you might know some MP, he might be your blood relative, he might be your uncle. That's a different matter altogether. As far as I've seen currently, Aam Aadmi Party's Arvind Kejriwal came, took the limelight. The issue at hand was NEET paper leak, against which he says that the education minister should quit. That's the main issue here, that corruption in test taking, where papers are leaked, and there is no average change in between from 2014 till 2026, where governments has stands where they said that corruption would be less in our timeline. But if papers are being leaked at the same rates as it was in the year 2000, then what did we achieve in the last 10 years? That means at the end of the day, doesn't depend on government. Whatever the government might be or whoever the government might be, it's simply the case that paper will get leaked, or rules should be enacted in such a way where if paper is leaked, then he or she might get very big punishment. That should be like lifetime jail or something on that lines. I think that is not implementable in real life. The only thing implementable is preventative measures around which systems should be built. For example, IIT had only one paper leak in the last 25 years, and they set the new exam paper within a week. So even the paper was leaked, there was no uncertainty in the minds of students as much as this NEET actually did. Now let's get back to the topic that political parties are using Sonam as bait, where they are trying to further their own agendas.
Yeah.
Let's take the example of not just political party, an example of Kamra. He used the exact phrase "सीता का पति के नाम पे" on that lines. That government is using Ram Bhagwan's name. He could not even pronounce the word Ram. The Dalit movement, or let's say the Jai Bhim movement, came and said that they are the next evolution to India's democracy. They will be in power so that nobody gets oppressed along that lines. Now the question is, whoever is supporting this cause or have come in support, are they actually in support of the students, or is this another psyop? What's your take on that?
Yeah, you're right. And regarding the question leaks and the government, I think last 7 years, mein, around 70 plus question papers have been leaked. That's the data. So it's not about the government or which government is in power. Okay, and तूने जो बोला issues, जो ओरिजिनल इशू था which was the नीट एग्जाम, कल शायद या 2-3 दिन पहले शायद, सॉरी, नीट एग्जाम हुआ है अभी, री नीट एग्जाम आई थिंक हैपेंड between July 17th. It happened in July 17th. Okay,
Yeah,
and
and results
results
released
are
some days back.
declared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 20 lakhs students appeared on that
20 lakhs.
20
Yeah.
lakhs, and out of that, around 11.2 lakhs qualified. Okay. So the main issue जो है उसका नीट एग्जाम का पेपर लीक, तो स्टूडेंट्स तो एग्जाम देने गए ना, स्टूडेंट्स स्टूडेंट्स तो तैयारी कर रहे हैं एग्जाम देने, एग्जाम्स आर ओवर, तो ये कौन लोग हैं यहाँ पे जो प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं? पहला पॉइंट सही है, एग्जाम तो हो गया ना, दे आर सेइंग दैट कि प्रधान शुड रिजाइन, लेकिन क्या बस एक आदमी के रिजाइन करने से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा? दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. क्योंकि बहुत
Yeah,
सारे
yeah. You are exactly right, bro. You
क्योंकि
have come to the main point कि प्रधान अगर रिजाइन भी कर दिया, व्हाट्स द नेक्स्ट स्टेप? नया बंदा आएगा, लेट्स से कि उसका नाक कट गया, देख कैबिनेट रीशफल हैपेंस ऑलवेज, इट विल हैपन विद इन 1 to 2 years, इज डेफिनेट. अब हटाने के बाद का प्रोसेस बताओ ना, गिव अस द फुल ब्लूप्रिंट ऑफ व्हाट यू वांट फ्रॉम एंड टू फिनिश सो दैट दिस माइट नॉट ऑकर. यू आर जस्ट आस्किंग अबाउट रेजिग्नेशन. दैट डजंट इवन मेक सेंस.
और बहुत सारे जो एग्जाम्स है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स कंट्रोल करते हैं इंडिया में, सो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स आर इक्वली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द लीक ऑफ द पेपर, राइट? इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है, देयर नीड्स टू बी अकाउंटेबिलिटी. जैसे कि सोनम वांगचुक बोल रहा है, स्टार्ट तो होना चाहिए कहीं पे, कंसीडरिंग दैट बिकॉज जब ये लीक हुआ था, लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स अनफॉर्चुनेटली डाइड बिकॉज ऑफ suicides, right? There needs to be justice, and so they are saying that he needs to resign because there needs to be accountability. That is a fair point, but solution abhi bhi nahi aaya.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. It doesn't make a difference at all to the structural issue.
A structural issue. And now you see the protests. अभी तुम अगर follow कर रहे हो, you see all kinds of things happening. जैसे कि तुमने point out किया कुणाल कामरा वाला. Okay, you see political parties going there. Arvind Kejriwal also went there yesterday. Okay, so this movement started very honestly. I think they were pointing out real issues, important issues, but now it has been hijacked for political motives. This is what I think. The students have taken a backseat. Exams are already over. और स्टूडेंट्स क्या वापस थोड़ी आएंगे प्रोटेस्ट करने के लिए? नहीं आएंगे, एग्जाम्स हो गया ना,
Exams are done.
एग्जाम्स आर डन. मुझे नहीं लगता अब एग्जाम देने के बाद लोग फिर जाएंगे वहाँ पे. ये लोग जो है, दे आर नॉट स्टूडेंट्स. कितने लोगों ने एग्जाम दिया है? अब यू सी जब सोशल मीडिया में तो फॉलो करोगे तो अनाप शनाप चीज़ें चल रही है वहाँ पे, ब्लॉगिंग चल रहा है वहाँ पे, मतलब म्यूजिक कॉन्सर्ट वगैरह कुछ चल रहा है, गाने वाने गा रहे हैं लोग, इंटरव्यूज चल रहा है. सो इंटायरली द इशू इज कम्प्लीटली निग्लेक्टेड ना. बस वही एक बन गया है कि ही शुड रिजाइन, एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर शुड रिजाइन. बस एक ही इशू बन गया है. दैट इज रॉन्ग.
I think they should have asked for exactly what you want and their demands should be at least feasible. It should not be mockery of the person who is outgoing. They're trying to make a mockery out of him. Not everything can be controlled by the education minister. I get it. And also, there needs to be accountability. Now, what he does, whether he resigns or not, that's a well demanded thing to ask for, but it doesn't even solve the problem. My simple take is Sonam is doing fast, and he at least seems genuine till now. I don't have too much of a border. Many news are coming to the fact that his father was really connected with the Congress party.
His father
also fasted.
had एक minute, his father had also fasted,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Indira Gandhi came and she broke his fast, apparently. It was also for the Ladakh scheduled tribes sort of thing. ST status के लिए fast किया था. The Ladakh people were given ST status after that fast.
Yeah.
His father was a politician, and Sonam is also well accomplished, right? He is
Yeah,
himself
so
well accomplished.
many people are kind of saying that it's just proxy to Congress. I don't exactly buy it, but it's like the whole movement is tainted from the start. जिस काम के लिए गया था वो काम हो ही नहीं पाया. I still say that even though CJP, I may not agree with their take on things, people resonated with that. They should have gone in a very good direction, where they should have asked for structural changes rather than just showing off that a person who is in a higher position be brought down from the pedestal. It's like the clash of egos where you're trying to hurt another person's ego. If you had given a good enough reason and some structural changes, I think government definitely would have had some dialogue. It's also, the government is also at fault because from the perspective of a guy who is a young guy, for me, like we're under 30, we see as if the government doesn't care. It looks like that as well. We are mature enough to get into the thing that government is playing a safe hand. I understand that. But what about people who are younger than us, from the age of 16 till up to 24? What about them? They are not in a position where they can digest the fact that government hasn't said a single thing. Maybe Supreme Court has to come in between. Then government now gives reply to Supreme Court based on the PIL filed. It's all mockery, man. It's all mockery.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, तो है. Yeah, so memes are also coming out a lot. ये हंगर्स टाइप पे वो अभिजीत दिपके जो है, apparently he's eating like anything. बहुत सारे मीम्स आ रहे हैं कि he's eating, और वो बाजू में बैठ के सोनम के बाजू में बैठ के वो खा रहा है. अब बेचारा सोनम बोल भी रहा है कि आप लोग सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन कम से कम एक दिन तो उपवास कर लो, मतलब फास्टिंग कर लो.
Yeah. He's correct, 100% correct.
Almost like the cockroach party has taken a backseat, ऐसा लग रहा है. And the whole movement is being hijacked by this lefties versus righties. ऐसा बनता जा रहा है. रियल इशू तो दब गया ना बहुत. वो तो आई थिंक 10 दिन के बाद पता भी नहीं लगेगा क्या इशू है. बस वही है कि बस रिजाइन करो. That is the
I
thing.
think if the whole fast everything had a timeline like scenario where we will start at this time, we will end at this time. These are our demands. This is the structural changes in terms of legislation, not just saying things or not just demanding resignations. The legislative changes that needs to happen so that this kind of scenario never occurs in India is a better deal. Secondly, indirectly, you are trying to convince people that this government is inept. If the government is inept, during the next election cycle, people will vote them out. This is a democracy. So you cannot force off hands like the smaller nations where civil war starts. India is in no position to have a civil war given the scenario in which we are. Internationally, the situations are not great. I think controlling the internal situation within India is the main priority. So maybe given the benefit of the doubt, I'll give the benefit of the doubt to government that they do not want unrest inside India. Hence, they are keeping quiet, whereas they're mitigating various stresses that occur in the geopolitical scenarios.
Yeah, और एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये भी है कि जो राइट विंग जो लोग हैं वो बोल रहे हैं कि बिकॉज ऑफ द एफसीआरए बिल इज अबाउट टू कम, क्योंकि जो मॉनसून सेशन का जो होने वाला है पार्लियामेंट्री डिस्कशन, उसमें एफसीआरए बिल इज द मेन थिंग. ओके,
Okay.
which is going to be passed. तो उसके लिए दे आर क्रिएटिंग अ हॉस्टाइल एनवायरनमेंट. so that this bill doesn't get passed. As far as they are saying, doesn't get passed. Okay, that is one of the क्या बोले, one of the excuses or reasons they are saying they इसलिए ये सब नाटक कर रहे हैं. Even if they are doing this नाटक, issue तो है, right? Issues are genuine. ठीक है, हो सकता है कि ठीक है गलत सलत बोल दिया, जैसे तुमने बोला कुणाल कमरा के अनाप शनाप चीजें बोल दिया, बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज वगैरह ट्वीट करे, आमिर खान इज ऑल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट इट. चतुर चतुर का वीडियो आया था, you saw चतुर.
He got fact corrected that
चतुर बोलता है कि
that
it's wrong.
that scientists on in 3 idiots, Wangru, is not based on
Yes.
Sonam. Rather, they are two different characters that after the movie was made, they found out that there were some similarities.
Yeah, Amir Khan
But
said that
again,
himself.
Sonam doesn't even have a patent, as far as I know. I maybe I'm wrong. That is what I learned. I did not research it. I just read it somewhere that many people are saying that he's a scientist. Maybe he's an engineer, I know. But if he's a scientist, then I do not know that he owns any patents or not.
Yeah, he's very accomplished.
I know.
बहुत काम किया
Just
उसने.
it's just a Twitter battle. I understand
Yes.
that. My facts are based on the Twitter discussions between people. I do not have the exact data if he has patents or not. But I know that he has made many inventions. Were they patentable or were they patented? I do not know about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, तो currently वो बोल रहा है कि July 28th तक चलेगा, and on July 28th he expects people to join him to the march to the parliament. That is the thing. That is what he's saying. His condition is deteriorating, as we said. Supreme Court ने भी बोला है कि doctors should keep his health, keep checking his health so that he doesn't fall terribly ill. Apparently he's lost more than 10 kgs. So yeah, the health is also going down. तो pressure तो है government में. We have to see what the government does. Yeah, so we have to see till 28th of July if this protest will end, or government will do anything, respond to the demands of the protesters. So we have to wait and see.